Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. Burst Rex of Awakening was released May 11th, 2024, and includes several new archetypes, including the new villain deck, Dark Matter. I will be receiving Stone Machine Gare King, Deity of the Seven Treasures May Die, and Seven's Road Ultima Witch. Alex will receive the new archetype Dark Matter, which includes Dark Matter Enigmata and Dark Matter Enignite Seeger, as well as the new Hyperdrive archetype and some new dragon support with Hyperdrive Screwdriver, Brave Bronze Dragon, and Tribe Mirror Dragon. He will also receive the new Fire Cyberse archetype, Cyberspice, including Wheatcloth Demeter, Cyberspice Nutmeg, and Cyberspice Garam Masala. And their fusion monsters, Cyberspice Queen Cinnamon, and Cyberspice Curry Bread Pandora Drapery. Finally, Alex will receive God Maju Gazette and Blue Eyes Blazing Bright Dragon. So this is a deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Rocks, which is basically magnets, right? We did get a new boss monster, that being the Stone Machine Gare King, or Gare King, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, which is a bit naff. 2500 attack is decent, 1400 defense is a bit low, but his effect is a bit rough. So if we have 2 face-up rock-type normal monsters on your field, send the top card of the deck to the graveyard, this card gains 1400 attack at the end of this turn. But that's fine. Getting 2 rock normal monsters is not too bad because we do have some magnets. Being able to boost it up to a whopping 3900 is really not that bad. Obviously, we'd like it to clear 4000, but 39 is still decent. The problem is to fulfill the rest of the effect and what the rest of the effect does. So then if we have 3 face-up level 5 to 7 monsters with different levels on your field, you can destroy all face-up level 7 or lower monsters on your opponent's field. So first off, level 7 or lower means this doesn't affect level 8s, it won't affect maximums, it doesn't affect fusions. We're not too worried about it not affecting maximums of fusions because that'd be a very, very, very strong effect. But not being able to affect level 8s does kind of suck. As well as the fact there is only 1 level 5 normal rock monster in the game, and that is Labyrinth Wall. There is only 1 level 6 normal rock monster in the game, and that is Stone Chariot Gravel Riot. Which means, if we want to get this effect off, we have to have exactly itself, Labyrinth Wall, and Gravel Riot on the board, which is a little bit awkward. As for the rest of this deck, it is basically just magnets. Magnets are very, very strong. We have a very good resource loop with our Alpha the Magnet Cavalry being able to keep getting back Repulsive Force. Valkyrie on the Magna Wings is very, very strong, and just being able to pop a card every turn is unbelievably good, as well as being able to shuffle all of our cards back into our deck. And Valkyrie on the Unity Warrior does come up. It is a level 8, which means we can bring it back with Magnet Return, as well as we can give it double attack with Magnet Twin Saber. All in all, we're feeling pretty good about this, but because of the magnet half of the deck, and not like the level rock side of the deck, hopefully this kind of rock archetype gets more unique support in the future so we can actually bring it as its own thing. But for now, again, we're feeling pretty confident because it's magnets. Let's fire it in and see what Alex has got for us. So last week we had the Cats versus the Warriors, which was an interesting one. Both of those decks haven't really had a ton of new support. Like, they've had a couple of cards that can go in those decks, but they're not really dedicated support for those. I'm a bit hesitant to call them archetypes. I guess Cats kind of is, but Warriors is a little bit all over the place, right? I mean, you can make the argument you're playing Earth Warriors or Equip Warriors, but Warriors, there's just so many different warrior types, right? And so many different flavors of warrior that it's a little bit difficult to call it its own thing. It's kind of an amalgamation. And speaking of that, this set that we've just got, which is Burst Rex of Awakening, is a bit of a funny one because there are a lot of dragons in here. And in general, there's a lot of stuff for you and not a ton of stuff for me. Now, there isn't enough stuff that I can, like, bring new cards, right? Like, I'm not just going to be bringing the same decks I've already brought previously, although, you know, a lot of them will still be kind of samey with some new stuff in them. But I feel like you have so much choice. Like, I was looking through it earlier, and I think you have the new Hyperdrive stuff, you have the Cyberspice stuff, there's just some new Blue Eye stuff. There's the new Dark Matter stuff. There was the Fiend stuff with God Maju Gazet. There was new Pyro stuff. There's so much stuff in there. So at a complete shot in the dark, I'm going to say you're going to be on Hybridrive because I think it's like the fancy new deck. Although I don't know how strong it's going to be until like I've actually played against it or played it myself. So I don't know how good that's going to be. I, on the other hand, have a lot fewer options. My new decks are basically, or like new cards, I guess, are basically going to be for Dice, Spellcasters, and Rock. So out of those three, what do you think I'm bringing today?
Rock.
Okay, he's going to go with Rock. Okay, so if it's Hybridrive versus Rock, then we have both predicted correctly. Let's, you ready to fire on in? We'll just see what we're doing.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's swap. Ooh. Hey. We'll go first. Oh, that's a hand. There's a couple of things I could do. I think I'm going to set one. And then we're going to set another. And then I'm going to tribute my Beta the Magnet Warrior to set a monster. You know, I could be playing anything. Then I'm going to pass. Let's see what you've got.
Okay.
Ooh. We are on the new spice. If I say that, there is actually a spice deck, so we have to be more specific here. We can send one Dark Attribute Galaxy type monster with 1300 defense from your hand to the graveyard. This card's name becomes Dark Matter Mist this turn, and then you can draw a card. So you get the draw, and now that he's missed, he is half of the fusion material for... Is it both fusions that you get?
Yes. Okay.
We discarded Claydol, which also becomes Dark Matter Mist. Also gives you fusion. Okay, so give it to String, which is reveal 1, level 5 or lower, Dark Attribute Galaxy type monster 1300 defense in your hand. Special summon the monster revealed to meet the requirement in face-up attack position or face-down defense. Then this card gains 700 attack. Okay, so he's a 2500 now, and we've got out the Dark Matter Hazardol, which is 1800 attack. During your main phase, this card was normal or special summon, send top 3 cards into the graveyard. This card's name becomes Mist, and then you can add Claydol or Lockdoll from your graveyard, which I believe you do already have in there. Okay, so you've milled some legends, which is pretty good for me.
Oh.
You don't need those, don't worry about them. And then Claydol comes up. God, this deck is just... It's still going, isn't it? We've got 2 5s on the board, and we still have a total of 5 cards. And then we add another card, so now we're up to 6 cards. Then we're going to use Fusion. So your Fusion monsters are a bit weird, though. Goes up to 32, but you need a face-down monster in order for you to be immune to destruction.
Don't let that...
And a back row. I got my second beta. And you got my new card, Stone Chariot Gravel Riot. It's a bit weird. It's an ancient tank that drives with incredible balance. It shatters the balance of enemy forces, penetrating a single point. Alright, well, how... So this is the issue, is this guy keeps his attack boost to the end of my turn. And this guy now can't be destroyed as long as you have a face-down card, or it can't be destroyed by effects, I should specify. Which does make things a little bit awkward. I will start by normal summoning my Impactor Comet, which is if I have 10 or more cards in my deck, I can send a Rock-type monster from my hand to the graveyard, draw 1 card, and then if I have 3 face-up Rock monsters on my field, I can add 1 level 6 to 8 Rock-type monster from my graveyard to my hand. So we are going to use this effect, and we are going to discard this Stone Machine Gare King, or Gare King, as a big level 7 that can't actually beat over either of your monsters right now. It doesn't actually help me too much. I will activate my Magnet Thunder Charge, and I'm going to discard a rock monster and draw 2 new cards. Then, still just cannot deal with Enigmata. Card is so difficult to hurt. Alright, I think we always set this. I think I will set and set. I will go ahead and tribute 2 and summon out my Praetorian. The Praetorian can send itself to the graveyard to add 2 rock normal monsters from my graveyard to my hand, then I can fusion. But, as you've probably noticed, I don't have access to all of my Magnet Warriors. We only have beta in the graveyard, so even if I was to get back more cards, it does make things a little bit awkward. So, I think I will just go to the... Am I going to battle phase? If you use this card, you can basically just keep special summoning guys gaining attack value. I think we do just go battle phase, and we will just attack this defense mode monster.
Okay.
Okay, so Dark Prophet. I'll just pass on this. Ooh, there's the last legend.
Yep.
Okay, so you've got a Storm and Freya.
It's spring.
Reveal Knight. Summon out Knight. So Knight is gains attack to total number of face-up fusion monsters on your field and face-down monsters on your field.
Activate Force.
So one face-up Enigmata or Enigmata Seeger on your field gains attack equal to the original attack of the face-up monster with the highest original attack on your opponent's field. That's pretty big.
Swing.
Alright, we do have something for this. We will use our Repulsive Force traps. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster, or when your opponent's monster declares an attack, I can shuffle 3 rock monsters from my graveyard into the deck to change your monster to face-down defense position. So, I think we'll put this, and probably this back in. And then I can flip this guy down.
Oh.
So you still can crash. You know, assuming my other back row isn't anything. That was Gamma.
Oh, wait.
Okay. I think we'll start with Impact a Comet. Now I just need to decide if I want to summon another monster so that I can get a level 6 to 8 rock. I mean, right now that would be either my Stone Machine Garking or my Stone Chariot Gravel Riot. I don't know if I want that. Or either of those back in my head. It's a weird one. Normal summon out my Gamma the Eternal Magnet Warrior. I'm then going to just fire off its effect immediately. Mill a card. Then I'm going to activate my Impact a Comet. And I will be sending a second copy of Gamma, draw a card, and then add a monster to my hand. So I will be adding Gare King. Then I'm going to tribute 2 monsters to summon them out. Followed by activating the effect of Protorion. This lets me take back a couple cards to my hand. It needs to be both of these. Now the question is, I want to get Gara King's effect off, which I need 2 face-up rock normal monsters on the field to gain the attack. But if I summon both the rock normal monsters, then I cannot summon Alpha. So I think we have to summon Alpha. So this card, I can send the top card of my deck to the graveyard. This card's name becomes Alpha the Magnet Warrior this turn, and then I can fusion summon something rock type monsters from my hand and or field. So I can go ahead and activate this. Then I can do a fusion summon, and I can make your favorite fusion monster the Mighty Valkyrion the Magna Wings. So I can shuffle 3 monsters from my graveyard into the deck. This card can't be destroyed by card effects this turn. I can destroy 1 card on your field. So we'll go ahead and activate this effect. And we will be shuffling back 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to pop one of your back row. We did hit Eliminate. Which one's this? When your opponent's monster normal or special summons a monster, reveal 1 face-down card in your field. Then if that card is a monster card with 1300 defense, which unfortunately got 0 defense, you destroy 1 face at level 8 or lower monster on your, or 1 face-down card in your opponent's field. So if you did actually have the 13, that would have been absolutely perfect here. I think we set this, and we will just simply normal summon out Beta, then go to battle phase. We will prioritize trying to clear this. I do not like that he kept his attack value while he was face down. Okay, then we will attempt to clear this. And then attempt to clear this. And then we pass. I feel like my board is not bad, but I feel like your deck can break this without too much effort. We discard, draw a card, and now he's called Dark Matter Mist. And we discarded the Fray. You have a lot of level 5s in this deck. I'm starting to think that might be like a bit of a gimmick of having lots of 1 tribute monsters that you have to like cheat out of discard. We have Dreadcheer. Send 1 monster from your field to the graveyard. Then you can special summon 1 level 5 Galaxy monster with 1300 defense from your graveyard in face-up attack position. So we get out Hazardol. It lets you send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then it becomes Mist, and then we can add Claydol or Lockdoll from graveyard to hand. So again, just already, we're just gaining so much advantage. You started with 6 cards, and we're already up to 7. Then we use Claydol, becomes Mist again, so we have 3 Dark Matter Mists on the field, and we have Fusion in hand. We have Fusion. The boy is back. 3200 again.
Not this.
And now he's protected. 3 back row, that's kind of scary. Fortunately, I don't have anything for that. Alright, we will start with Magnet Thunder Charge. So I can discard a rock, draw 2 cards, and then the rest of it doesn't matter because I don't have a monster with 3500 original attack. Now the question is, do I want to discard this or this? I mean, I could even... I don't really want to discard this. I'm discarding one of these. I'm going to discard Protorion and draw 2 cards. Okay. Okay. Now I will normal summon Gamma the Magnet Warrior. This then fulfills the requirement for me to activate my Gare King's effect and gain a load of attack. Then I'm going to Tribute 2 and summon out Protorion. Okay, so we can reveal that. And then pop one of my dudes. Now this is the scary bit. Which one do you actually pop? One of them might be able to get out a big scary fusion. And the other one is just big. Okay, that tells me you probably have a back row to stop my attack. Doesn't make me feel great. Alright, I will normal summon out Gamma the Eternal Magnet Warrior. So just like the Alpha, we can send top card back to the graveyard, becomes Gamma, and then I can fusion if I have fusion material. So I use this effect in mill. Then I will do a fusion summon. And I will combine these 2 together to create, I guess, an attack mode. We'll summon out Alpha the Magnet Cavalry. So during the main phase card summoned, I can add Twin Saber or Repulsive Force from my graveyard to the field. So I will grab back my Repulsive Force. I mean, I think we just have to go battle, right? So let's start by trying to attack this defense monster. And then hopefully this will just clear this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oof. I was very scared that wouldn't be able to clear that. We're both actually getting kind of low on deck size at the moment. Okay, so we have summoned out Cradle, even. That is fine. Immediately tribute off Hazardol, which will let you get back another card from the grave.
The awkward thing is I need to get rid of your back row, but I can't with...
Yes, but you know exactly where the problem card is as well, so you had any way to deal with it. Okay. So we added the Cradle. Summon out the Cradle, which lets you get fusion. We have 2 Mist on the field right now. Got the fusion again. Coming out the 3rd Enigmata. See, I don't know if I should flip this down or not. I think we're going to just not. I think I'll wait for the attack declaration, but this might be a mistake, because I don't really know if you have anything that can pop my back row, after having a monster out or something. Okay, straight
like
to
this.
Well, we'll go ahead and use Repulsive Force, because we kind of have to. Then I guess I'll put this back, and this back. Flip that down. Alright, I'll start by normal summoning out my Impactor Comet. And I can activate the effect and discard my legend monster Labyrinth Wall. I think I will add a card. I'll add back my Protorion. Then I'm going to Tribute 2 and summon out Protorion. We will go ahead and use Protorion effect. Send it to the grave, and then I can grab back 2 of these lovely normal monsters. Do I want to fusion summon? No. because I want to summon out my beta and then activate its effect and then fusion summon. So now, welcome back to the field, the mighty Magna Wings. We can activate its effect, and we can shuffle some more cards back, which is going to be 1, going to be 2, and it's going to be 3. And then we can pop one of your back rows. Ooh, not a trap card. I was hoping I'd hit a trap card. I will set, then go straight to battle. We will attempt to attack over this. And then we will attack with this. And then we will pass. Okay, so we have Lockdoll. Discard the draw. We're very, very low on deck size at the moment. Root for string. Ooh, okay. 2500 attack. And then Storm. Send 2 face down monsters from your field to the graveyard. Oh, spell traps! You destroyed my repulsive force!
Yeah, unfortunately, that's
Yeah,
probably just game.
Yeah, unfortunately, attack. Oh, isn't it?
That's a really terrible requirement.
Yeah, I suppose the logic is that you set, or you get to like plus quite a lot by using all your different monster effects. And it is, I guess, a 3 for 3. That's kind of okay. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing with this hand. I'm just going to set. I think I have to get... I mean, it's... I think I'm overthinking this, but like, this hand is so weird. We're just going to do this. We're going to activate this. Throw some stuff back. Pop this. Go to battle. Attack with this. And then we're going to try and have this.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think you had anything, but I was like, I don't want to just, like, again, try and rush through it and then just punt the game. Alright, well, that was, at the very least, an interesting first game. Let's see what happens in 2.
Let's try this. I will go first.
Okay.
We will.
Lockdoll. It's funny that after all this time we still have like a Mystic Dealer type effect.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
for God's sake.
2 legends to the grave again. That's
What
very
the
unfortunate.
Why? 41 card deck and I managed to knock you.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But it makes you feel any better. Last game, I didn't use any legends. I discarded a Labyrinth Wall was the extent of my legend play. So let's start with Beta the Eternal Magnet Warrior. We'll go ahead and just use its effects. I want some stuff in the graveyard. And there is Alpha, which is the best Eternal Magnet Warrior because that one actually fuses into something. Which is a little bit sad, but we'll go ahead and summon out Gamma. We'll activate its effect. Okay, Stone Machine in the graveyard, that's kind of okay. Then we're going to go ahead and tribute both and just summon out Praetorian. So Praetorian's completely useless because I don't actually have any of those lovely, lovely normal monsters in the graveyard currently. But I can summon out this Despair Beta, set a back row, go to battle. Let's try and get in with Praetorian. Then we'll just attack every one of these defense ones. Then we will pass.
Can you see for effect?
Right, here's Dark Prophet. God, Dark Prophet is so good. Especially since it puts cards back in your deck, which makes you less likely to deck out.
Yeah.
It isn't string.
That. And that. That all.
So many back row. Well, goodbye, Beta. Alright, I guess I will summon out Comet. Now, I could use Comet's effect to grab back a high level. The only high level in the graveyard is Gare King. And I don't know I want him in my hand right now. I'd have to guarantee be able to get out a couple of bodies to do stuff with him. So I think we won't commit to that. So we'll just use the effect now. I will discard Gamma to draw a card. That is interesting. I think now we will go straight ahead into Praetorium. And with Praetorian's effect, I can add both my normal monsters back to hand, and then perform a fusion summon. And then we all know what's coming. 1, 2, 3. Out you come. We can use his effect and shuffle some cards back into the deck, which is going to be... I probably want to keep Death and do these 3. And we'll just pop a back row. Let's go for that one. Hit fusion. Not the most exciting back row we could hit, but it's a hit regardless. I will normal summon out my Impactor Comet again. We'll go ahead and activate the effect. I'll send a card to grave, draw, and then I can add a level 6 to 8 rock monster. So I think I'm just going to add Praetorian again. Then we'll go ahead and tribute 2, summon out the Praetorian once more. Then I'll go ahead and activate Praetorian.
God damn.
We'll grab out Alpha and Gamma. No. Then I can summon out Beta the Eternal, activate its effect, and then fusion once more. So go 1, 2, 3, summon out the boy, activate the effect, put back 1. At this point, I think I still want to leave that in grave. We'll do these 3. Then we'll pop another back row. Fortunately not trap again. Go to battle, and we'll just swing over this. And swing over this. And that's all I got.
Oh, that's a card.
That doesn't fill me with glee. And we did miss the profit.
Activate as effect. I can do this.
So we have Pale Rider. So these 2 are a fusion on their own, right? Oh, and there was another fusion back there. Okay, so some 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, this card gains 1000 attack. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. And if you activate this effect during your main phase, especially summon this card, you can add Dark Hole. But you milled that. That was supposed to be a bad thing. My guys can be destroyed this turn, which is a little bit scary. I think I have to do this, otherwise I'm just cooked. But you summon out an Enigmata now, I'm going to be kind of boned. So 1, 2, 3 is probably for the best. Yeah, Repulsive Force is such a strong trap card. Like, it's so crazy. Especially just because you can recycle it again and again and again. Okay, tributed off the Cradle. Okay, so probably a high level in hand then. Well, I mean, these things are really stupid that they're not once per turn, so...
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, I am out of material by doing this. Which means I cannot do another one, because I'd need to have 3 monsters in grave.
Oh, well, I'm out of 8 or 11.
Summon Alpha. Activate Alpha. Then... Sure, let's do a fusion. We'll use this and this. And summon out this. Then I can just use its effect to set the trap card again. But unfortunately, we still have kind of a lack of rock monsters in the grave. We do have just enough in there to use that. I suppose is something. This hand. I could also just use this to try and pop one of those. But even if I get in with that, I would still not be able to actually finish you off. So I don't think it's worth doing. In which case we will attack over this. Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew what that was. In my mind, I just went, oh yeah, you tribute set the one on the left. That one might have defense points. That's fine. We don't need damage it. Okay.
Lovely Cradle.
Oh, Universe Storm.
Universe Storm.
Not my Repulsive Force.
Lovely Hazardor.
Mm-hmm.
Get back that Cradle.
We can get another fusion back. Once again, we now have 2 mists. We can make a 3200 guy. As long as you have a set monster, I can't kill it with effects. Use Force again. Please don't just gain 3000 attack.
Let's beat over this.
Yeah. Okay, well, nothing else, so shouldn't be too tough to beat that, right? I mean, wait, yeah, can't just do that. Yeah, these cards are just stupid.
Yeah, they've made magnets dumb.
Yeah.
Overpowered.
Magnets are definitely very, very strong right now. I don't think anyone can really argue against that. And then, yeah, let's just get in, not drag it out. I think the thing that breaks them for me a little bit is just that you can keep using Valkyrie and the Magna Wings as effect every turn. If it was just the turn it's summoned, I think it would be kind of okay. But, like, if you're able to keep it around, it's so punishing. Like, how do you deal with a guy that can just pop anything on the field, face up, face down, doesn't matter what level, it's just gone. Just every turn. Like, that's so gross. It's so gross.
Yeah. Repulsive Force as well.
Yeah.
Just bonkers.
Repulsive Force again, I think is like an okay, balanced-ish trap. I think the thing that makes it busted is that Alpha the Magnet Cavalry exists, and he's just able to keep bringing it back again and again and again, and it's just like, well, how do you... Like, you're just not going to be running enough spell trap, like, hate to, like, just deal with it every single turn. It's just not feasible. So if your opponent's able to just keep getting out Alpha the Magnet Cavalry, which the deck is built to, so you could do that every turn, you basically just got to try and just deal with Repulsive Force every single turn. It's so gross. Did you want to get game 3, or?
Can do. I don't think there's going to be a different outcome.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to play it, we don't have to play it.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Game 3. Oh, you know, that's pretty good too. Right, 1800. 1800 should be very doable, right? I mean, this on its own gets you a fusion, right? Gets you 2500 just by getting back Pale Rider and fusion. Oh, no, this guy doesn't get you the monster as well, does it? Okay. Okay, but yeah, this is lethal. This brings back Cradle. You don't even need to use Cradles. Well, you do need to use it to change it into Mist. But you don't need the fusion because you've already got it. That's actually very, very cool as well, because you needed to use the Dark Prophet to put cards into your deck, so you had enough to mill for Hazardol to do this combo. That's really cool. And the Pitchback Wolf! So he's actually in my side deck.
You know.
Alright, well, there I go. Oh. I mean, I think the enigmatic cards, or the dark matter cards, I guess, they're really cool. Because, so in the show, basically there's like a new group of alien villains that have shown up, and they all have dark matter enigmata in their deck. But they all have like a different flavor. You probably noticed like some of your dark matter cards are like cheerleaders, and they're in the cheerleaders deck, right, that plays like the dark matter cards. And there's all these like different themes across a bunch of different decks, but they all kind of still revolve around the same thing. But as well as the fact that you can still use generic Dark Galaxy support with them, because they are just still Dark Galaxy monsters, which I think is actually kind of cool. It means you can introduce a lot of the older cards into the deck, just have them work, without just having this as an entirely isolated archetype. For me, it's a bit weird, because my new boss monster is very, very strange. So his effect is I have to have 2 face-up rock normal monsters on my field. So already, there aren't that many rock normal monsters. So the magnets make the most sense, because I'm going to have the most rock normal monsters, because most of the rock normal monsters in the game just so happen to be the magnets. Then for its second part of its effect, you have to have 3 face-up level 5 to 7 monsters with different levels on your field. So 5 to 7 is not too bad for rocks, but in order to activate the effect in the first place, you have to have 2 rock normal. So what it really means is you have to have face-up rock normal monsters that are level 5 to 7 with different levels. So Stone Machine Gara King himself is level 7, which means the other 2 monsters we have to be a level 5 and a level 6 rock normal monster. Now, The only level 6 rock normal monster is the Stone Chariot Gravel Riot, so we have to use that. And the only level 5 rock normal monster is Labyrinth Wall. So you have to play that legend just to fulfill all of his effects. And I was trying to find a line in these games where I could get his whole effect off, but there was never a good opportunity where it would do anything. Plus, his effect is also a bit weird as well. It only destroys 7 or lower. It doesn't even destroy level 8s. So, like, I understand they're not destroying level 9s, right? That's kind of what... It would be maybe a little bit too good if you could pop... I don't know if it'd be too good. The requirement still sucks. But if you could pop level 9s, it would be a lot stronger. But not being able to pop level 8s is like, this doesn't work against, like, half the decks in the game. I don't know. It's a weird one. But obviously, the magnets are... Magnets are strong. Who would have thought? Magnets still good. What did you think about the Dark Matter deck? I think it's kind of cool. I think a lot of the resource loops you had were really, really cool, right? Being able to summon, mill 3, get back a card, put that card down, use this effect, pay 500, take back fusion, activate fusion. And that's basically like a 1-card combo of going into Enigmata.
Yeah, it was cool. I think it's Beltrap hate the requirement on that start.
Yeah.
That's then 2 face-down monsters, and
But, right?
I've got no cards left in hand.
You were also saying, though, that you did want a way to get rid of your face-down monsters in order to do some of your plays. So maybe if the stars align, right? If you set it the turn before, maybe your board doesn't get broken, you flip it over, get rid of your 2 back rows, and that makes room so you can do your other plays. And again, it still is a 3 for 3, right? It's not every card can be Harpy's Feather Duster, right? You can't just like wipe your opponent's board for like 1 card. A lot of the, Dark Hole sends its regards and Heavy Storm, I guess. But outside of Legends, right, a lot of the time, if you want to destroy multiple cards in your opponent's field, you have to invest in multiple cards as well. And it does work out as a 3 for 3, so that kind of works out. But yeah, overall, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool archetype. I think aesthetically as well, the cards are pretty cool. I think Enigmata just looks awesome. Like, I mean, if you're not into the whole like big purple orb like aesthetic, I guess it's not going to suit anyone, but but I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, these were some good ones. GG, buddy.
GG.